Well, hello, Tracy.
Hello, Bernadette.
This is episode 26.
I'm
Do you know
still,
that?
I still can't believe it. We said if we got to 10, we would be happy.
We're moving really fast in this relationship.
We are.
Is that okay with you?
I'm loving this. We get to see each other quite regularly, and when we don't, do you get withdrawal symptoms?
We didn't see each other for one day. I think it was the day you were setting up Ella's birthday.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
We didn't even audio.
We didn't even audio that day. I felt like there was tumbleweed blowing through my WhatsApp.
I was lost.
And I thought, I'm not going to bug her.
But you should have.
I'm not even going to ask her if she needs any help because she's going full steam ahead, getting ready
I was on a mission.
For her daughter's 18th birthday.
Oh, my God. So here we were speaking about it happening, and it's come and gone.
And here it is. You had a full-on weekend.
It was full on.
And I saw you yesterday.
Yeah.
After all the festivities were over. And I could still tell you kind of still hadn't come back
Focusing.
down to earth.
Yeah. I don't think I even am today.
I know. It's going to take you a while because, well, look, first I think we're going to start off with the party and getting ready for the party. Now, you went to get all your things, like you went to Costco. And
look, I'm one of those people that does everything.
I know.
So I wasn't going to get somebody to come and do it. So I did it all. So.
And oh my gosh. That graze. I know. When I walked in and I saw that grazing table, oh my goodness. And I put that up on my story. Do you know how many people replied on that particular bit of my story on Instagram? Like, wow, check that out. How amazing. Who did this? I said, she did it herself.
I had a vision and I wanted my whole table not to be seen.
I had a vision.
And it looked exactly how I wanted it to look. And I wanted that wow. I'm not one about, everyone commenting, but I loved that everyone did walk in and go,
I know. It was jaw-dropping.
It was.
But did you remember everything?
No.
And looking at it, I didn't think you'd forgotten anything until you mentioned it this morning.
I looked at it all. I took photos. I was videoing. I needed colour. I had all the colours there. In the back fridge, I had all of the cut carrots, cucumbers, capsicums, cherry tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, watermelon, rock melon.
Oh, my God.
So we'll be eating that for the rest of the week.
And you poor kids.
I told them do not – so as I'm cutting it, I'm putting it into containers and I've gone, do not touch this. And they're like, can we just have one? Do it tonight.
I think every mum can relate to that where you go, don't touch it, don't touch it. There won't be enough for the party. There won't be enough.
Yeah.
And then you've got truckloads.
I've got punnets and I bought the strawberries at $6.50 a punnet. And that's probably why I said to my kids, no, don't eat any because we can't waste any.
Yeah.
I've got 6 punnets sitting in the home at the fridge.
You might be making strawberry thick shakes for a while.
So, no, it didn't get missed. But, look, do you save money doing things yourself?
No. I know. I don't know. It's the constant yearly battle weighing it up in your mind. Like, do I just go out somewhere, leave the dishes behind, or do I do it at home? That's the thing. Do we ever get the answer?
It's the stress for me, though. I want everything perfect. So that's why I go, I'll do it myself. It goes back to having a cleaner. I'm not going to have a cleaner because she's not going to do it the way I want it.
That's right.
So that's why I do everything myself.
I agree.
But at what expense? You can't put price on stress and the preparation.
Yeah.
The before, the during, and the
That's
after.
Right.
I'm still
That's right.
Saying that, though, can I just say I bought from Kmart the ballooned garland.
Yes, okay. I saw that.
Right, so I've never done it. I'm not creative.
I've never done it.
I'm not creative. I'm not at all.
No.
And I've never bought my kids a balloon on a helium balloon, never done it. But I thought I will do it for Ella this time. Still didn't. I just bought these garland. They were 50 cents, right? And it came with I'm going to say 40 balloons.
Yeah.
On this plastic strip that you attach them to and then stick it.
Yeah.
Sounded great.
Yeah.
So I thought I bought 2 and I thought I'll try it over the weekend prior to her birthday just in case it didn't turn out. They're still on the wall.
Oh, my God. So is that was a Kmart garland?
It was.
And you just blew them up No helium.
No helium. I
Yeah.
even bought a 50-cent
pump machine
Look
pump
at us.
thing, balloon pump, and and so you just then put the tails in the garland.
Yes.
I've never done that, and now I'm literally going to do it.
Do it, because I bought the 1 and the 8 from Shein. They were like $1, and I
What
thought,
was that?
the 1 and the 8? The big 1 and
Oh,
the 8.
yeah.
That was
the
from
foil.
Shein. I
Yep.
thought, that's not even going to last. That
Oh,
I did 2
wow.
weeks ago, and it's still fully
Great, the
it's-
things you can get off Shein. But if you need it now, you go to Kmart,
Yeah, absolutely,
sort of thing.
Kmart's your go-to.
But you should have seen me, like, you guys were all partying and everything. And I had that moment of realization where I looked up at the balloon garland and I went, oh, wow, is that what she means? Because I never know how people do the garlands. And I felt like you were behind me going, oh, sweet girl.
You don't get out much, do you?
Oh, but I do. I just don't have time to look at garlands. But now I'm going to try it.
Yeah. The only hard part was for sticking it onto the
wall.
But I did it on the glass frame.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
used duct tape. I used masking tape. And
Yeah.
you know what worked?
What?
Sticky tape.
Good old basics.
Basic sticky tape.
So
no.
can we go back to the most expensive thing in the world, which is sliced meat?
Oh.
So you went. So did you get those from Costco?
So I had in my
Aldi,
mind
or-
cheaper to buy in bulk.
Yeah.
So I went to Costco and I bought the ham. Came in a 2 kilo piece,
Oh,
but it was double smoked. Did you taste it was double smoked?
I actually ate a lot of that ham.
Oh, I'm still eating it. It's,
I love it. Yeah, actually, no,
it wasn't.
didn't
That's what
taste
put me
like-
off.
Oh,
But it wasn't double smoked. It was
Yeah.
beautiful. So I bought that. I bought salami
Yeah.
whole and a prosciutto whole.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then I've borrowed my slicer from my friend, and we went to town Thursday night just slicing it. It's
Slicing.
definitely affordable
yeah,
if you've got a slicer.
yeah, we do have a slicer.
Well, like just the ham alone was $10 a kilo.
Okay,
And that's double smoked. What's that normally in the shop? I don't know.
I don't know, but if it was cheaper buying the actual piece,
Mm.
then that's worth looking at.
But then not all the pieces looked perfect.
That's okay.
Is it?
But the table itself was
Oh,
just striking.
I loved it.
So that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Buy it in bulk, slice it yourself.
Slice it yourself.
If you have a friend with a slicer.
Yeah.
So we know how you've gone with the leftover food. then.
Yes.
Are your
Just still-
kids getting cold meat sandwiches?
Absolutely.
Continental rolls?
Tonight we're having for afternoon tea. I've just bought some pita bread or the wraps
Oh, nice.
and the leftover little bits of salami or whatever else prosciutto. We're
Yeah.
having that as pizzas for afternoon tea
Beautiful.
with
I
the
would love
cheese.
that.
We've just
What
got
time is dinner?
it's afternoon tea.
And so last over the weekend I saw you were wearing your nice new platform shoes closed. You didn't even go for an open toe.
I'm so impressed.
I just didn't even recognise. You looked amazing. You
Thank
looked
you.
stunning.
Thank you.
And did your legs get a workout?
So, when you buy a new pair of shoes,
Yeah.
you need to wear them in.
Yeah.
And I've seen your platforms. I've seen you just walk in them like as if they're thongs.
Oh, they are.
I thought I was going to look like I was a horse.
I know. And then I was thinking, does she think I look like a horse?
So I bought them on clearance. I mean, I went to DFO on Thursday with Ella.
Yeah.
I've been wanting these shoes forever, but I wasn't going to spend $150.
No.
Call me cheap.
No.
No. They went down to $99. I still wasn't going to spend that.
Yep.
That day, they were $40. And I thought, I can do that.
It was meant to be.
No, it gets better. I get to the checkout and she says, oh, you're in luck today. They're an extra 30% off.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, and
What
when
did
you put
I'm no good
20,
at that.
I'm not good either, $28. How can they mark it up that much to then sell them for $28?
So basically they must cost $15.
Yeah, they're still making money.
Oh my
And I don't
goodness.
care if they're last season. They're brand new to me now.
They looked so good.
So I've never had that feeling of putting on a shoe and they felt like they were made for my foot.
I told you.
Mm.
That is my one tip is if you put a pair of shoes on and they got to feel comfortable immediately. Otherwise, it's a no-go.
No,
Otherwise, it's just
it's-
going to get worse
Yeah.
from there.
So I thought I'll trial them on for the night before. And I was vacuuming in them on Thursday night.
Yes. And I'm getting a visual on that right now.
I mean, Anthony was hoping I would put something else on to be vacuuming with. But yeah, I was vacuuming in them. I was walking around beautifully in them. It was perfect. Friday night, I was walking around like they were cotton wool on my feet.
That is so good. Well, they looked nice. And how
Thank
did you go? Because, like, basically what happened is you guys had your family, friends over,
Mhm.
and then after you went out clubbing with your daughter, which is so nice and such a privilege
That she
she
wanted me there.
wanted you to go clubbing with her
I
on her
know.
first clubbing night.
Experience. I know.
It's just so amazing.
I did love that. I did. So
Yeah.
I took advantage and relived my youth.
That is so good. That is so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Haven't times changed?
Oh my goodness.
I was overdressed to start with.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. So it's either tracksuit, like, you know, those cargo pants,
Yeah.
or a dress that you can see all your bits. And I was covered.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
And sneakers.
Did you change your shoes?
I did change my shoes to
Yeah, what-
lower shoes.
Yeah.
Like
Lower.
lower.
So we didn't do sneakers.
I can't do
with the satin
sneakers.
dress.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not.
But that's it. We were so behind when we used to go out because we
Yeah.
would die in our shoes.
Yeah.
The girls there are jumping around
No.
because they had comfort.
Yeah. I know. I often wonder though, like when they will they ever be able to wear heels like we used to?
They actually can't wear heels. They don't know how to walk in
can't.
them.
Yeah.
They don't know how.
So it looks like the sneaker fashion will be here to stay because of them, which is great for us.
I'm not there though yet. Although,
Look, even though you've got a pair of sneakers on today,
I don't do sneakers and jeans. And today I'm definitely in my home clothes.
I'm 100% a sneaker and jean girl, even though today I don't have them.
Today you're not.
But no, I just love it. I think it's just so good. And I'm so glad it's in fashion.
It's about comfort now.
So glad.
Yeah. No.
Because
No.
we were heels, everything.
Hang
But yeah, so then you went to the clubs,
Mhm.
you hit the club,
Mhm.
and you experienced the VIP. Like I've never
Unbelievable.
seen anything like that. Saw your stories.
Was I in Vegas?
That's what I felt like. I felt like it was one of those, like, you know, Sweet 16. They don't really do that. But when you look at the American clubs and stuff,
Yes.
and the girl comes through holding the lit up board like she's in a boxing ring. She
I
was
know, she
in
was-
bikinis or something.
She was in
that girl?
Diamante's, a little bikini.
Diamante, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then
Stunning.
the vodka bottles come, the sparklers. It was quite
DJ announced it.
it was quite a performance.
It was amazing.
It looked
was
so good.
VIP at its best. We
Wow.
were spoilt that night.
That was amazing.
But the only downfall was Ella didn't understand that that's not normal. I had to try and say that you won't get this ever
I've
again.
never experienced that.
No,
That
no.
looked like something out of the movies. And what nightclub was this at?
Butterfly in, I think
Yeah.
it's called Butterfly
73. But whereabouts is that? Can you give me a reference? Like, is it the old something?
that
something?
I don't
have
know,
no idea.
But it's on Francis Street.
on Francis Street.
So, you know, there's the Aberdeen in the city, Northbridge.
Yes.
It's going more towards Northbridge. Do you know where the 2-story dim sum place is? Is it called Dragon Palace?
Oh, yes.
It's across from that.
Yes.
And next door is Galaxy Karaoke.
Yeah, know it.
Right.
Okay.
Right there.
Just name a karaoke place and I know exactly
Yeah.
where you're talking.
Right there.
Oh, my God.
And from the outside, you wouldn't think anything of it. But when
Is
you
it big place or
No,
small?
I wouldn't say it's huge. It's single level.
Wow.
But the music was
amazing.
Everything. I can't fault it. It was just amazing.
So
And now,
good.
because of friends of ours, it's actually Anthony's cousin, introduced us to the owners. They had the 18 balloons for her. They did it all amazing.
So
And
good.
so now Ella knows the owners, and they've all made friends with her, the security, and they've all said, when you're out next, come up to us. So she's got VIP for a
Oh,
while.
This is amazing. Do
This
you
is
think
Mother
she'll
of
be
the Year.
asking you again? Or
Well, that was Friday night.
Yeah.
And then we went out again together Saturday night.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Did you hijack? Like, did you bring a few of your friends on the Saturday?
No, it's just Anthony and
Oh,
I Saturday. Oh, no, we did meet some people out.
Oh,
yeah.
right, yeah.
But we got in again. I've never done a party bus.
Neither have I. I think I did when the kids were little, but different
No,
story.
this was next level party bus,
Wow.
and it had stripper poles.
I was just going to say, did it have stripper poles in it? Oh, my God.
I had my little 5 seconds of.
Did you?
I did. Anthony did.
Do you think you could be on a stripper pole?
It's the point of a moving bus mixed with car sickness, mixed with alcohol, mixed with severe loud music, and then mixed with 45 intoxicated riders.
Can I ask, did anyone vomit on the party bus?
No. The driver did say if anyone vomited, I would lose my bond instantly.
Really?
And they supplied vomit bags.
Oh, because I've heard if someone vomits on a party bus, you have to all put up with it for the whole trip.
They don't stop. He said it very
stop.
clear. I'm not even doing a toilet break. We will not be stopping. And do you know where he took us for an hour?
Where?
On the freeway. He got on. So we've got on it, well, the freeway, and we took all the way to Whitford's, turned back, and went back into Northbridge.
That is a lazy party bus driver.
Absolutely. I'm not happy.
That is lazy.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, how much did he charge? Oh, well, roughly.
Yeah, I'm going to say close to $1,000.
Okay.
There wasn't much
party bus going off my list.
I mean, back in the day, the party, because he reckons there's a no-zone party bus now in Northbridge. But back in the day, I wanted to drive through Northbridge, stick your head out the window.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that. Not even
I
allowed
know.
hands out.
No.
Nothing.
Oh, my gosh.
Nothing.
This world today.
And I can't blame COVID. I'm sorry.
No. It was so good. They could blame everything on COVID before.
No.
That is ridiculous.
So I've experienced a two-night bender.
Yeah. So you had a 2-night bender last.
I'm feeling it.
And then when was the you had the Michael Bublé concert, but was that the night before? Was that the Thursday?
No, that was the Monday.
That was the Monday.
Oh, so it's just been a full-on week.
It's been full on.
What day are we at? Yeah.
So you were at Michael Bublé a week ago, basically.
Yes.
He was so, I mean.
I've never wanted to go to his concert.
Really?
Only because I didn't think he could get any better than, like, even Adele. I've been to her concert and it's amazing.
Yeah.
But Michael Bublé, we won tickets at 3:00 that afternoon.
How did you win tickets? This was my question. Like, how did you win tickets?
So Anthony's with Telstra.
Yes, so am I.
And they just rang me.
What the?
They rang him.
I don't take any calls.
Well,
I've already lost.
I can't help you. It's like I don't win lotto, but I don't play.
I do buy lotto tickets, but I understand where you're going with that.
Yeah. So they rang us and said, we've got 2 free tickets. And Anthony goes, well, until I see those tickets,
I
don't
what if it was a
believe
scam?
it. Yeah. The seats were, I mean, when you win free things, they were amazing.
We saw on the stories, like you were just off to the side. I mean, he looked amazing.
Oh,
he sounded
and
amazing.
He was so sick, the poor guy. He reckons he was really, really fluey.
Oh,
not COVID, and he had a doctor that came out and just gave him whatever he could. But you could tell he coughed a little bit throughout the show. But I mean, I could see his sweat from where I was sitting. It was full on.
Poor guy.
Poor
Don't you find a lot of people actually at the moment are saying they've got a flu?
I reckon it's worse than I've ever heard. Like COVID was one thing, but influenza at the moment.
Yeah.
It's quite scary.
But I'm wondering, are people saying they've got the flu, but it's actually COVID? I don't know.
Who's testing?
I don't know.
I'm not testing. But no, I'm not sick.
Yeah, we're not sick. If we do get sick,
yeah, I probably, you know what? What's it going to change?
I don't know. Just it's very all confusing. It's like we're just going into like muddy waters now. We just don't know. There's no sort of like rules or anything.
So that was Monday night.
Gee.
And it was quite a full-on week.
I know.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
I know you're going to be really like needing this week to be nice and quiet so you can just get over it.
Thing? It's when you plan to have nothing on that it still becomes
I know. Then you just get absorbed in the family stuff.
yeah.
So it's probably good that you were enjoying your life. Well, at least you don't have to worry about dinners for the next week.
Dinner sorted. Dinner and fruits are all sorted. So yeah, no, we're all good there.
Well, do you know, I do want to say that we're quite lucky today. We're doing this podcast from the lounge. Last week we did our first ever carpool. I want to say karaoke
so do
all the
I.
time. Carpool podcast. And when we were finishing off one of our last podcasts, there was a bee in the car. There was a cat climbing on top of the car.
That's right.
And a bee inside the
flew
car.
In.
Do you know I've never found that bee? I still haven't found the bee. I know it was still in the car that night when I went to go out, and I never found it again.
Are you like Noah's Ark because you've had spiders, bees?
That huntsman. I sold the car after that.
It's
Literally.
gone. Has it gone? It's
About 2 weeks after that, I sold the car. That's it. If there's a spider in my car, it's going. I'm out.
Okay.
I'll burn the car.
So do you believe in things happen in threes?
Oh, no, don't tell me there's something else. Oh, no, I had the willy wagtail. I had the willy wagtail, the bee, and the spider. That's it for animals.
I'm going to say that because the wagtail was in the house.
Okay. Oh, 2 in the car. Oh, no, please.
And they're insects, not...
Oh, I thought we could just round it off to animals.
Well, we had the cat. We did have the cat
we
on
did have
the car.
Cat. Yeah, he was trying to get in the car. Yeah, so I never found that bee, and hopefully...
Are you scared of bees like you are of spiders?
Yeah. No, I'm more scared of spiders. Bees, I don't want to be stung.
And then they die. Am I really embarrassed to say I only found that out recently?
Yeah, no,
like in the last few years.
No, I knew that.
No.
And then
so do you think they purposely hold their sting until they know that they've got to use it?
They're threatened.
Yeah.
And they think I'm going out with a bang, literally.
And how do you find when you get stung?
Well, funnily enough, I was stung in a car once and I was driving in a car park. I had my dog in the car as well at that time. And the bee was behind me on the seat. And it was summer. It was boiling hot. So I had this tank top on with a bikini underneath. I was like a teenager. And I leant back.
Just the other day then.
Yeah. And I leant back on my seat. My God, it went into my back.
Oh.
So I could not get the sting out. I was screaming, had to drive home and scream to my mum, oh my God, get the sting out. Oh my God. So that's my experience with a bee. So yeah, I am a little bit scared.
So I've had 2 experiences. So I'm allergic, heavily allergic.
But how, what happens to you?
I swell quite badly and then I cough, you get that allergic, not my throat doesn't swell, but I get that sort of feeling.
Gosh.
But I do swell, I become elephantitis. I have got a bit of love handles on me now. But
have you been stung recently? No, but you can't use that word elephantitis when I'm about to take a sip of my tea. It's one of those words that makes me laugh.
So I've been stung 3 times badly, actually. So the first time in my jeans, I was driving up to my mum's, and jeans are tight anyway. Yeah. It went through in my car. It went through my leg. Through my jeans onto my thigh, and the swelling was, I had to rip my jeans off in the car.
And then would you break the sting? Or do you have to keep the sting intact so you can pull it out?
I think you've got to, because it's got a little
sack, like anchor or something at the end of it, like a little hook. A hook. Yeah.
With the sack. So it's when you squeeze that sack on the top, that's where all the are we calling it poison?
Yeah. Sting.
That's where all that is. Oh. Yeah, so that happened there. The next time was when Ella was only a baby and I saw the bee fly in. Because she was in the back seat, I pulled over.
Why do these things happen when the kids are babies?
I don't know. And as I've gone to shoo it out, it stung my arm and that blew up, and then a Mustang drove past me.
A Mustang?
A Mustang. Yellow and had bee sting on the number plate. And I was like,
crazy.
Yeah.
What was the universe trying to tell you?
It was a bee that stung me.
But like, yes, it did. Yes, it was. confirmation
most-
from the universe.
Confirmed. The most worst stings I've had is my elder sister died many, many years ago. I actually wasn't born when she died,
Okay. What the
but we
hell?
went to the cemetery. And, as kids, you'd go around. Do you remember this? Not that it would be a fun place to be playing,
Yeah.
but while Mum and Dad were cleaning her little spot,
Yeah.
we were going around to all other cemetery headstones
Yeah.
and lifting the little candle. You know how they had like little
Like
candles?
little candle holders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd light the candle and put the lid back on,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
would light
yeah.
until it
Yeah.
died. But
Yeah.
we would be going around lifting them to
Lifting
see
them.
that, and there was a bees and wasp nest.
Nest in
Of
there.
course, they came to me, and I actually got attacked on my neck. But wasps continue stinging. where
Yes.
bees
They
obviously
like bang,
don't.
bang, bang, bang,
Yep.
bang. Whereas, yeah.
Yep. So this is back when we had 1 and 2 cent pieces, the
Yeah.
coins.
Yeah.
And a lady was there, could hear me screaming. She goes, "Quickly, go and put a coin on it, and it
Oh.
takes away the." Actually, I've just realised that I should actually have that with me. And the swelling went instantly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So,
The
was
nickel.
it 1 cent? So it must have been like
Is it
is
nickel
there
or copper?
Copper in there.
Yeah, actually, now that I've remembered, I should be
Very
keeping that.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, there was a lot of information in that. I didn't even know your elder sister. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I had no idea.
So she was 2.5 when she passed with, they call it hole in the heart syndrome.
Oh.
And she was, so she was Mum's first, and then my brother, and then me, and then my sister.
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yes.
It's so
that was
sad. But
a bit of
yeah.
information
Wow, there we go. We've
Yeah.
learnt that. Okay. Wow.
So, yes. So I'm allergic to bees, yes.
There you go. Thank God I'm not, but I want to avoid them at all costs. Did I tell you what happened to me the other
No, let's go on to you.
weekend?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm doing my home opens.
Mm.
Okay. So the other morning, I woke up getting ready for my home open, and I thought to myself, can you imagine what would happen if ever one day, like, I slept in on my home open? Can you imagine if you just woke up to the real estate guys there
knocking on your
and
door,
you're still in bed in your pajamas? Can you imagine? Like, I would die. Anyway, so I always get ready half an hour earlier than my home open is, so I can just get out and let him do his thing. Anyway, it was 10 o'clock and I thought, no worries, he's coming at 10:30. Oh my God, next minute he barges in with his assistant. Hello, anyone home?
And you mean he didn't knock on the door?
No, because he's got a key and he just, I always leave early so he can just come
so he
through.
was expecting no one to be home.
Yeah. But he was like, hello. And I was like, oh my gosh, is it 10? Isn't it 10:30? He goes, no, it's 10 o'clock. I was like,
oh, no.
I was like, thank God I always get ready early and leave the house. I said, oh my God, let me just grab my dog and the lead and I'll be out of here. Because it's my worst thought to actually be driving out of my driveway
as people are coming
in. I would be mortified. Thank God.
And your house was ready. Everything was ready.
Everything was ready. But, as you've been doing it longer and longer, you sort of get a bit more relaxed with it all.
You're not so worried about it now. If there's something on the bench, you can stay there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at the moment. I'm like, oh, well, should I leave that or should I take it down? Maybe I'll just put the sponges inside the sink on the bottom.
But I'm not going to put them away.
I'm not putting them in a cupboard.
Over it.
I am. I'm actually really over it.
Where are you at with that? So how many weeks in are we?
We've probably been about almost 3 months. 3 months maybe on the market. So I am getting over it. The weather's changed now. It's winter. And I really thought I would be out of here by winter. So what I've done is packed all my winter clothes, all my everything, just everything. And it's just, so now what am I doing? I'm buying winter clothes. So
which isn't a bad thing, but it's more the fact that you knew you've got that jacket put away in storage and you really would have loved it to have worn it yesterday.
Do you know what I would have loved? Is I've got these beautiful knee-high boots from Witchery. Is it? No, Whitner. Black glitter boots. And where are they? They're gone. Because when I was packing, it was 40 degrees. And I was like, I'm not going to wear these for a while.
Yeah.
So that's those things.
And they're not accessible. So obviously not stored
stacked
here.
Up, stored. So in boxes. And that's the little stuff that's breaking me down at the moment, going,
Yeah.
oh, damn. Because I know when I get to wherever I'm going, I'm going to have double the amount of clothes.
Do you
and
think it's going to be
stuff.
like winning lotto though when you do go back and start opening boxes that you go, oh yeah,
Maybe.
there's
Maybe for about
that.
5 things.
Oh no.
And then the rest of me will be like, oh, bored.
So then is this going to be a good time to declutter the wardrobe, do you
I
think?
kind of did do that while I was I donated a lot of clothes and then I packed a lot of clothes. So, but even handbags, I know I've got the perfect handbag for that outfit, but it's packed away.
That's hard. That's hard.
So anyway, that's
Okay.
my story.
Okay,
And I'm sticking
okay.
to it.
Okay. Okay, so we're planning to hopefully be out of the house ready to start wearing your
Yeah.
summers again.
Let's manifest as soon as possible. I'm going to manifest maybe a month and a half. I'd like to be out.
Okay, can we get that on writing?
We're going to
We're
get
gonna
that.
get-
Yeah, we're going to get that going. And you know what we just recently had here? We had curbside collection.
Okay, can we just
Yeah.
talk about curbside?
Yeah, let's.
Are you one that drive by slowly and have a look at what people have thrown out?
No, I don't. I actually don't, but it happens a lot in my neighbourhood to the point where I couldn't get out of my driveway a few times.
Really? Okay. I'm not a thrifter. I'm just going to say it doesn't really, I'm not going to stop and pick something up, but I am going to say I've seen some brand new things. A friend of mine told me she was driving through, I don't know where it was, one of the posher suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
And as she was driving past, a husband and wife were emptying good things from their house.
Yeah.
She stopped because somebody else was, like you said, couldn't get
Yeah.
out of the driveway. The lady came up to her car and said, I've just bought my husband a Weber Q for Father's Day and he's really pissed that that's what I got him. He doesn't want it. So do you want it? Because I'm throwing it out.
Oh my
It was still in the belt box. It
gosh.
hadn't even been opened.
He's really pissed?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
but I've got bigger things to be
excuse
pissed at.
me.
But yeah, so I think Father's Day and Mother's Day, I'm going to be going around.
Yeah. And do you know what? Having said that, I've said, no, it's not for me. But do you know what? What we did do is in this neighbourhood, when we saw people putting stuff out, there were packing boxes.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe our luck because I was
Yes.
literally packing at that time.
Yes.
So we brought home about 20 huge, big packing boxes. So that was great.
Okay, that works.
And also once I saw these beautiful white leather bar stools. So
Nothing wrong with them.
Oh, no, they had worn quite a bit on the seat area. But I thought, well, that's okay. I will take them. And if I ever want to get them recovered, because they were actually really heavy and nice.
Solid. They were good.
Yeah. So,
And how many were there?
we only took 2. I think there were 4, but we took 2. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. So there are some good things.
You can get some little
But
treasures.
I mean, if you can
can't
get a brand new Weber Q.
I mean, that just goes back to people that it's easier to throw it out than it is to return.
Yeah, see, and I'm not a returner either. And if you had the money, would you be bothered to return?
No, I don't have the time.
I wouldn't be bothered. And then to get someone and see a manager, carry it all the way in.
Because who keeps receipts?
No, and they don't even. That's another big thing. What is it with shops that go, do you want the receipt? Like, let's just say Priceline, right? I go there quite often. You buy a lipstick or something and they go, did you want your receipt today? And I think, well, hang on, I'm going into then the chemist or somewhere. Are they going to not think I've taken the lipstick because you can buy it from that chemist?
Yeah.
I get this guilt complex.
Yep.
And I go, yes, please. I do want the receipt.
But then what do you do with your receipts?
I chuck them in the bin.
I'm so bad. I don't keep receipts. But lately, if I've bought something that I'm not sure about, like if it's got a pocket, I will throw the receipt in that pocket. So if I do want to return, but now returns are within 60 days.
Okay.
Which seems like a long time.
Yeah.
Not when you're my love. No.
Not after the weekend you just had.
So
it's like, I do. I want the receipt and I want to, just prove that I've bought it for today.
But do people ask?
for if you want the receipt.
No,
Oh,
if
for
you-
a receipt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I guess I come like because I've spent so much time working in retail, and you see so many security guys and undercover security that people wouldn't even know is
Yep.
around. I kind of just feel like
Do the
I want
right
the
thing.
receipt.
Yeah, do the right
I want
thing.
proof that I bought it.
And then do you keep your receipts when you've gone food shopping? And do you have a look at what you've spent?
I only get that Coles receipt so I can see if I can get one of the free frying pans. We're going to have to take a time out now.
So you don't then go back and look like a nana like I do and walk as
no.
I'm holding the trolley
Oh,
and look at the receipt and go, oh, what did I pay $8 for that?
I watch people doing that. And then I think, you know what, I should, because there has been times that something has been put through twice.
Yes.
Or, so I
And so
should.
Coles, or is it Woolworths? Actually, I don't know. If they've overcharged you for something, so for example, you go and buy, I don't know, cheese
Yeah.
that showed $6
Yeah.
and it scans through as $6.80. I mean, for 80 cents, are you even going to comment? Yeah, I do. Do you know why? Because either one of them, I can't remember which one, I think it's Woolies, give you back your $6.80 plus you get the item for free.
That's it. I'm going to be
I
that
look,
person
especially
sitting
like
on the
if-
trolley,
This is pre having these
leaning over the
self-checkouts.
trolley, checking that receipt.
But this is prior to having the self-service. Like, for example, apples, you know, you go and they did it, not me, the wrong type of apple through. You would get that whole bag of apple free plus your money back.
Okay, so if you put it through at self-serve, deals
Doesn't
off.
work.
Deals
No,
off.
Deals off.
Okay.
But if they did it.
Wow, this is good.
Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
charged you incorrectly.
Yeah.
But I guess even if you did it, you would go and say, I've put the wrong apple through or whatever.
And I was telling you a little tip the other day that you didn't know is that when you're at Target and
Yes.
so you can redeem your Flybys. So, and actually the girl, I went into Target the other day to get my electric blanket because it's freezing.
It's freezing.
And the girl, I called the assistant over and I said to her, can you help me do the redeem Flyby thing? And she goes, oh, yeah, it's actually easier. Do you have your Flyby app? And I went,
so sorry, take us back. You've got all your shopping done.
Yep.
And now you're going to pay.
Yeah, you're going to pay in that screen and you're pressing, that's the bit I never know. Is it mixed card payment? So I call someone over, she does it, she puts her store login in and then she'll go, but this time it was different. She goes, if you have your Flyby thing up, your app on your phone, you can choose to use as much money as you want on there. So if you've got enough for $70, you can use $70, which is what my electric blanket came down to. So, but I thought she was going to say, because before it was just you could only do $20 max.
Yep.
Yeah, but I said, oh, that's fine. I'll just do the $20 max. And if you don't have your Flyby card app open, then they just get your postcode and put your postcode in as a PIN number. And there you go. You get $20 off your spend, which is great.
It's fantastic. Because what else are you using Flybys for?
Yeah, I know. Because remember in the olden days,
yes,
like I remember I got my Nescafe, Nespresso machine.
You would redeem it for a product.
Yeah,
but I did notice today at Coles when I was putting it through and scanned my Flybys, it said, "Do you want to redeem whatever points?"
Yeah,
and I got $10.
Yeah, now you can take it off directly off your shop, which is great. But I've got a big thing about the checkout in Coles. It doesn't matter where, if I go self-serve or if I go whatever. Do you find when you're putting your stuff through, then like you're working at a very efficient pace? Do you find the person before you
is slow?
And never ever gets their stuff through? And you're waiting and waiting and waiting to the point where that person next behind you is cramming up in your style.
Yes. And
this
you can't
person's got all the time in the world, and then you've got to work at fast pace.
And then you feel that you're having to rush because
Yeah.
you've held up the person behind, but it actually wasn't you to start with.
I start talking to myself. I start going, I can't believe this.
But do you say it loud enough that they can hear you?
Kind of. It depends how impatient I've got. Sometimes I just can't believe this.
The person in front never turned back and go, I'm so
Never.
sorry. Well, I'm apologising to the person behind me and it wasn't even my fault.
Sorry, I've got a dickhead in front of me.
My hands are tied. I can't move, but I'm sorry.
I love how you're always sorry, though.